back in, well, I moved to Melbourne in 2002 to do my PhD, and was there for about 10 years. And I used to come up to Bacchus Marsh quite regularly. So it's got a country feel, and it's not very far. It's only probably 40 minutes. So you can travel from the city in Melbourne to the country, 40 minutes on a V line. So you have to. I changed to Footscray and then just got the V line. Whereas in Sydney, it's a long way to get to the country. You know, to go out to the Blue Mountains or even Glenbrook, it's well over an hour. It's probably close to an hour 15, hour 20 minutes from the city, or from, I don't know, Strathfield, or so. And that's just to get to the Blue Mountains. Yeah. And I think that's a good thing about Victoria in general, is there was a lot here. It's much smaller than New South Wales, and you can get out of the city, you know, half an hour to 40 minutes compared to over an hour in Sydney. So yeah. So if you hadn't heard the news, so Alcaraz knocked out by Zverev, Alexander Zverev. What was it? 4 sets. Which is an upset. Yeah, definitely. I mean, Zverev, I don't know. He used to kind of choke a little bit, or used to feel the pressure and start to serve double faults and miss forehands, and maybe he handles the pressure much better. And I mean, I didn't watch the match, but Alcaraz, I don't know. Maybe he's not the sort of next big gun, you know, or to take over from Djokovic. Whereas, yes, when Federer beat a Sampras, Wimbledon, what was it? Was it 2003? Yeah, he beat Sampras. I think that was the only time they played, when Federer played Sampras, Wimbledon. Was it quarterfinals, and Federer won in 5 sets. He won 7-5 in the 5th set. I don't think he won that particular Wimbledon, but of course he then went on to win 8 Wimbledons, and of course 20 slams. So that kind of was the changing of the guard. When Federer, and if you there was, I saw a sort of a, I don't know, a bit of a hologram, or a sort of like a story about Federer recognizing his key moments in tennis, and he identifies that as one of them, beating Sampras at Wimbledon, and he was saying that, you know, momentum is everything, and yeah, and then of course Nadal comes on the scene, but Nadal was only winning the French anyway. So in fact, Federer was cleaning up 3 of the slams. He was winning the Australian, he was then winning Wimbledon, and then of course the US, and Nadal was just cleaning up the French, and that was happening year after year. In fact, Federer went for a patch. He won 3 slams over 2. He won 6 slams over 2 years by cleaning up the 3, but of course not winning the French. And he was consistently kind of doing that. He was winning. He wasn't winning 3. He was winning 2 out of the 4, but it was always Nadal winning the French. And then Djokovic comes in later, and then just starts almost winning everything, which is, you know, sort of interesting, isn't it? And then he starts beating Nadal at the French. In fact, Nadal's only lost 4 French. No, he's only lost 3 French, and he lost two to Djokovic and once to Soderling, and he was injured another year. So yeah, it's pretty interesting if you sort of analyze, you know, the trio. And of course, because Federer is sort of typically 5 years older than Djokovic and Nadal, that's why he was always ahead on Grand Slams. In fact, he was ahead, I think I calculated, around about 85%. He was ahead of Djokovic 80% of the time. He was ahead of Djokovic and Nadal in terms of Grand Slams won. And then it wasn't actually Djokovic; it was actually Nadal that overtook Federer. So Federer got to 20, and then Nadal got to 21, basically just winning, you know, 14 French, and then Djokovic. Did Djokovic get to the 22 before? I don't know whether Djokovic, but anyway, but Djokovic obviously 24 and Nadal 22, and Federer retires on 20. Well, he was kind of, had to have, I don't know, some surgery or something on his knee. He was he did play to the age of 41, so he basically just couldn't. His body just basically collapsed. I think that's the same with Nadal. Yeah. But Djokovic, well, Djokovic just doesn't get injured. He just keeps playing, and he just keeps winning on all four surfaces. And how was he? 36, Djokovic. So yeah, I think it'll be so. Djokovic plays Sinner in the semis, plays tomorrow night, and Zverev and what's the other? I forget now. Zverev and some seed play 6. Medvedev, yeah. So Zverev and Medvedev. So yes, you would expect Medvedev out of that semi, and of course Djokovic, and so it should be Djokovic, Medvedev, and of course Medvedev beat Djokovic when Djokovic was going for the calendar slam. Medvedev beat Djokovic, but I think Djokovic was he up a set in that match? I think Djokovic just he kind of just got under pressure going for a career slam maybe. I don't think he just didn't play his best tennis. Djokovic doesn't lose. Plays solid tennis. He doesn't lose. He is that good on every surface. Interestingly enough, despite the dominance of Nadal at the French, 14 French, and even Federer on grass, to get to 8 Wimbledon. But of course, Djokovic 10 Australian, is it 10 Australian? So yeah, just at the Big Apple, it's actually not bad. So this is I'm just in the outdoors here. I've just got this fly. Yeah, it is Australia in the country. Got like flies, and that's what I'm wearing. Maybe I need a cork. I don't know. You know how they wear these corks? Maybe I should attach some corks to my Colombian cap. I don't know. Maybe not. It would just look silly at the end of the day. If you want to give commentary, you want to have like corks. So yeah, and yeah, it's actually a pretty good cafe. It's called the Big Apple. So no, I'm not in New York. I'm in Australia, but yeah, that's good. It's a great cafe, and I went in, and there's a dog. So they have this dog, and it's just kind of walking away now. So yeah, I was just inside having I ordered a hot chocolate and a Turkish delight. It was fantastic. And just previously, so they have a lot of stalls. So this is the Honor. This is the Honor Avenue, and they've got trees. So they've got plaques on the trees, probably for the for the, I don't know, what are they called, the diggers or the cobbers who served in various various battles. And so this is the Avenue of Honor, and along here they have various. There was something where you could a fruit farm where you could go and pick your own fruit. It was closed. There was another fruit, so they have some fruit stalls. They have some cafes. It's nice, and it's in the country, and it's very nice. It's very peaceful. You're away from the city. You're away from the bustle of the Australian Open. Yeah, you go along Flinders Street now, Australian Open. It's pretty crowded. It's almost like maybe not quite as crowded as Broadway or New York or Times Square, but it is crowded, and it's just loud, and it's a city. So it's very nice to come out to the country for the day, and go to quite a cafe. You can see here they've got a I don't know. It's like I don't know, what is it? Well, obviously you can have I don't know, cook something over the fire. I noticed they do a bit of wood chopping. Sort of out the back there, they've got some axes, and they do some wood chopping. So maybe they chop up the wood, which they use for the fire, and that's typical country. That is typical country, Australia. Wood chopping, and cooking over fire. I'll just go to the dog's back. They got this local dog. You're not allowed to feed the dog apparently, so I won't feed the dog. But this is the local dog. It's just looking up now. Okay, it's kind of on the ground, so Can't really project the camera, but yeah. And so tonight, yeah. So there's two matches tonight in the semi-finals. Kokogov Sabalenka, I think. Yeah, Kokogov Sabalenka. And the other match, who was it? Zhang from China and some other players who's not seeded. So yes, it looks like I guess it's going to be out of Coke. So whoever wins Goff or Sabalenka should then go on to win the match, and that'll be on Saturday night. So the semis, women's semis tonight, men's semis tomorrow night, women's final Saturday, and men final Sunday. And I'll be out at the tennis at the grounds on the Sunday. I'll be there from about 5 o'clock or 5:30, and I'll give some commentary. And so it's Australia Day tomorrow. So yeah, there'll be activities. There'll be activities in every sort of city or town around Australia. I mean, it's a public holiday, so I'll just head into town and just see what's happening. And yeah, there should be some bands, and there should be some music, and there should be some dancing, and yeah, I think it should be a great day. Of course, I'll be there with probably wear this outfit. I may change my shirt, but I'll wear the Colombian cap. I've got this jewelry I bought from New Zealand. It's sort of a New Zealand piece of jewelry, and I'll probably wear that as well. There's a dog there. There it is there, yeah. It's this black dog. Well, yeah, it's a country. You know, there is always a dog in a country kind of cafe. Okay, so that's the morning wrap. The Baron breaks.